Hello guys and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. If you've been trying to farm Khloros on Abyss difficulty, you've probably realized that this boss isn't really a damage check. The biggest challenge is dealing with all the disruption it throws at your team, especially the constant petrify. Once your key units stop taking turns, everything starts falling apart. Your damage slows down, your support can't do their job, and what looked like a clean run suddenly becomes a wipe. The good news is that this dungeon is actually much more manageable than it first seems, as long as your team is built around its mechanics instead of trying to brute force it. Today, I'll be showing you the lineup I've been using to fully auto this dungeon with a 100% win rate, and more importantly, why this team works so well together. The team consists of Borova, Lily, Plume, and Ariel, and every single one of these characters plays a unique role. None of them are here by accident. They all contribute something that helps solve one of Khloros' mechanics, and that's what makes the strategy so reliable. Let's start with Plume, because I think she's one of the most underrated parts of this team. Most players immediately think of her as a defense break unit, and while that's definitely one of her biggest strengths, she's bringing much more than that. Keeping defense break active is obviously huge, because it allows Borova to hit significantly harder throughout the fight. But she also constantly applies speed down, slowing the boss, and giving your team more opportunities to rotate through their abilities. On top of that, she applies her unique Curse Quill debuff. This is one of the biggest reasons the team feels so smooth. Every stack of Curse Quill increases the damage your allies deal while also increasing your team's speed. As the fight continues, your entire team becomes faster, while your damage continues to ramp up, creating incredible synergy with Borova's scaling damage. She also applies weakness, reducing the damage your team takes and making the run even safer. Then we have Ariel, and in my opinion, she's the character that makes this strategy feel completely reliable. Of course, her healing is amazing. She has absolutely no problem keeping the team healthy during longer fights, but the healing alone isn't why she's here. The real reason is her Purifying Shroud passive. Because of Purifying Shroud, your allies are able to cleanse debuffs throughout the fight, and against Khloros, that means they're constantly removing Petrify without disrupting the team's rotation. That's an incredibly valuable mechanic because Petrify is easily the biggest reason auto runs fail. Instead of watching your damage dealer lose multiple turns, your team naturally recovers and continues attacking almost as if nothing happened. That single interaction removes a huge amount of the randomness from this dungeon, and it's the biggest reason I prefer Ariel over other support options. Next up is Lily, and her entire job is making sure Borova gets to do what he does best. She constantly helps him cycle back into his S3, increases his critical damage, and also advances his turn meter. Those three things together make a massive difference. Borova isn't a burst DPS that's trying to end the fight immediately. He's a damage dealer that becomes stronger the longer the battle lasts. The more turns Lily gives him, the faster he reaches that point where his damage completely takes over the fight. She doesn't need to deal damage herself because every turn she gives Borova is worth far more than another attack. Finally, let's talk about the star of the team, Borova. For this dungeon, I genuinely think he's the best holo DPS you can bring. Everything about his kit fits Khloros perfectly. His damage scales extremely well throughout longer battles, which is exactly what you want in Grim Pursuit content. Instead of falling off after using his cooldowns, Borova keeps getting stronger while the rest of the team continues enabling him. Plume is increasing the damage he deals. Lily is feeding him more turns and boosting his critical damage. Ariel is keeping him alive while making sure Petrify never interrupts his rotation. When all of those pieces come together, Borova is free to continuously spam his strongest abilities and completely melt the boss. That's why I consider him the MVP of this entire strategy. One thing I really like about this composition is that everyone is working toward the same goal. Nobody feels like they're just filling a slot. Plume amplifies your entire team's damage while making the boss easier to deal with. Ariel completely neutralizes the dungeon's most annoying mechanic while providing incredible sustain. Lily keeps your main carry constantly rotating through his strongest abilities, and Borova rewards all of that support by delivering the damage needed to finish the fight safely and consistently. That's exactly why this team has been so reliable for me. If you're looking for a lineup that can simply hit auto and farm Khloros without having to babysit every run, I definitely recommend giving this one a try. If this guide helped you out, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Etheria Restart content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.